What's up, Kansas City? This is Serenity, and I'm here today because, as we know, there's been a lot of things going on in the news with the police and the African American community. Now, this is an ongoing issue, something that's been going on for years, but after all the events lately, I decided, since I have a platform here at Cascade Media Group, I decided to reach out to the community and speak to African American males and ask them specific questions about their interactions with the police. I want you to keep in mind that the opinions expressed by these individuals are those of the individuals and not of Cascade Media Group.
My first experience with a police officer, or should I say police officers, because it's multiple. I was 11 years old. I was living up north off of 7th Street, and I was walking around the corner to the local store to get ice cream and candy with my younger brother and younger sister and a friend that stayed next door that was our age. And we went into the store, came out. I came out first, waited on my sister and my brother to come out, and once we turned the corner, it was 3 police officers with guns, like literally in our faces, and slammed me against the wall, then slammed my sister against the wall, then slammed our friend against the wall and put guns up to our heads. And my little brother, he was only about 5 at the time, he had ran around the corner and got my mother or whatever, and when she came, they didn't have an excuse on why they did it. They just did it.
I wouldn't say I personally agitated it, but it got to a point that it got agitated to the point that we all had to either A, fear for our life, or B, just comply and do what it is that they told us to do. So I don't think I did in any way comply or in any way agitate the situation. So.
And they came walking down the hill with their mace, with big, large fire extinguisher cans of mace. And mind you now, I'm a very diligent individual and respectful person, and not knowing where I was at the time. I was new in Kansas City. I left Stanford, walked out the building, and as soon as I turned around, there was a line of officers walking down, telling everyone to leave, telling everyone to walk. But I left my keys at the bar, so I attempted to walk back in the building. I said, "Excuse me, officer, I left my keys at the bar." I explained to the officer what had happened. The officer then picked up his can of mace and sprayed me in the face with the can of mace. No warning, no instructions, nothing.
I feel like the interaction between the African American community, especially males, and the police officers has to improve. I feel like there is distrust there, obviously, between African American males and the police. I mean, I don't think there's any denying of that. So I do feel like in some ways we are targeted. So I think those relationships between us and the police officers definitely need to improve, but that's going to take work on both sides.
But as far as just being targeted in general, I will say that I have a daughter and I have brothers. I have a lot of brothers and sisters that I worry about, because of their skin color.
Okay, I had to go back to when I was much younger, in my 20s. I was working at KU Medical Center, and I had did a double shift, and I was driving home, extremely tired, went to sleep at the light. Don't know how long I would sleep at the light. Officer pulled up next to me, got out, knocked on my window. I said, rolled down my window. He said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yes, sir. I just did 16 hours at KU Med, and I'm tired." He said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going home." He said, "Okay. Listen, you follow me. Tell me where you live at," and I did, and he led me all the way home.
You know what? To be honest, I felt like I've had positive experience with most of my police interactions. Because when I was younger, I remember feeling real stressed, and I was driving around fast, and I was agitated. That's what I used to do when I was agitated, go for a drive. And the guy flashed me. I slammed on my brakes and I jumped out my car, and I'm like, "What?"
I don't know that one police officer.
I have, I think, 2 cousins. Well, one, he was an officer. I think he got fired. I don't know what he does now.
But yeah, it's we need God. We need to come together and solve this issue. Because if we don't, this nation will not live up to its creed.
So, yes, we're going to go into your background. So you've been in the military and you're former police or sheriff?
Well, I graduated the Corrections Academy, so I'm police certified in the state of New Jersey, but I'm a former corrections officer. Does it make you less of a man to just comply? Okay? You never submit. We're not a submissive people. Don't submit, but comply. Live to tell your story another day. What they're doing is very wrong, and they're using that non-compliance as justification to kill you. And if you know that, why not just comply? What does it cost you to? Yes, sir. No, sir. In the military, what we do when we disagree with our superiors, okay? When we say yes, sir, it means F you, basically. Yes, sir. No, sir. Live another day. To suit.
Thank you for your honesty. Now
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
going to give you information on if you personally had issues with the police. Contact the Office of Community Complaints at 635 Woodland, Suite 2101. Their phone number is 816-889-6640. Make sure you're very detailed in your report. I also want to give a call to action. We need more minorities running for office. The only way to change the system is to change it from within. We also need more minorities going to law school. You can't change laws if you don't know the legal system. My last call to action is to the artists. Artists, believe it or not, you rule the world. Use your pen. Right now, there's so many things for you to write about. I want to hear poems, songs, everything. Use your voice, artist, to help change the world. I'm Serenity, reminding you to spit your piece. Of course, check out whatsupkansascity.net.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.